minded. All your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Raiders and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every...
Push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Right to the air is Carr. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This is Wilson on the Jets sweep. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jets at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. Those are the kind of wins that bring together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
1st down, here's White. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On play action, now Carr. Crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfrow. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Carr to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Carr now on 1st down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Going right side is White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this time he is in. Yes. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the L.A. Chargers. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start things here with a handoff to White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, it's Carr. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll look to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have the Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This from 32 yards away. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. On first down, Carr. It's caught here by Adams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On second down, they'll run with White. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. On one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize their ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taylor now to return it. Shifts by him. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now a play fake. Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Running left. Now the ball comes loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Carr, and that is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Carr. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. It's caught. This is White. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. They'll go up the middle with White, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out come the Jets. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that, because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back to throw again. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nifty move. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run straight ahead here with White. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground with White. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal. So it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do as well.